Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your December meditation, where I will include the full moon and the new moon. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. Please check out your sun, moon, rising sign at the very least for fuller messages. If this reading does resonate with you, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I thank all of you who do. Let's get started, Taurus, with your overall energy for the month, the Eight of Coins. This is such an interesting fairy tale that is included in this card, and it is really shifting my sense about this energy. The Eight of Coins or Pentacles in the traditional deck suggests the absolute focus and discipline on hard work. This card is showing that taken to another level, where no matter how hard it is, because in this fairy tale, this sister has to weave a cloth of briars that she will throw over these swans so that they can turn back into her brothers. So she's weaving these, I believe that's 7 swans, whatever the details of the fairy tale. She works in labor and isolation. She's crying tears. This is hard work that pricks and scars her hands and feet. So this is the level of perseverance, discipline, focus, and hard work that is characterizing the end of this year for you, the end of 2022. The full moon energy is temperance. The full moon in Gemini is on the 7th of December, and it's going to be impacting your second house, Taurus, particularly for those of you with Taurus rising, but even if you're a Taurus sun, the second house is your natural house on the universal horoscope wheel, the home of your values, your possessions, what you own, your aesthetics, your desire to harmonize and beautify. This is showing you in the deep work of balancing and sorting through your internal resources and your external opportunities to make sure that you are fine-tuning yourself and your direction moving forward in 2023. This is a beautiful card of realizing that the healing process that you've been on, for many of you, not simply months or years, but decades, is really beginning to impact your environment. It's spreading far beyond your personal arena or life or concerns. In the new moon house, we have the Four of Swords, and the new moon in Capricorn is on the 23rd of December, and this is going to be affecting your 9th house of spirituality. Again, for Taurus rising, this is going to be most felt. The Four of Swords is also the healing process. This is very specific to a lesson that you have been learning that has repeated throughout your life, that you have had to learn over and over again. It usually is about a failure of some sort, a disappointment that you have endured repeatedly, a heartache, something that has been painful and difficult for you to experience, to understand, or to let go of. This card is indicating that not only have you begun to understand the role that you played in each experience of failure or disappointment, and how this lesson allowed you to learn and liberate yourself from a negative behavior pattern. Quite often it is around overgiving, and this is something I'm picking up on that adheres to your relationships in particular. In the present card, we have the Six of Swords. And indeed, again, this is a message of you leaving a chaotic or difficult situation, because I'm feeling you work so hard to wrap up your responsibilities, to dot your I's and cross your T's, that you are, and because you're capable, a lot is perhaps expected of you, but your goal is to remove yourself from this situation. And one of the things that you are understanding is that you don't have to do everything that is expected of you by others. You know your work best, you know yourself best, and you have the right to assert a timeline and terms on which you are deciding to leave or transition to a new role, to a new position, or away from this particular employment altogether. In the past, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands shows you to be standing your ground, speaking up for something, speaking your piece. Most likely, there's a little defensiveness here. This is a place where you've carved out a territory, or you're defending that space, defending those opinions or that experience to others who may not understand. However, you're no longer feathering their bed by anticipating their problems, their understanding or perception. You are most focused on your peace, setting the boundaries that make sense for you and adhering to those. This is powerful. As in the immediate future, we have the Six of Cups. And the cups are definitely about harmony and growth. The Six of Cups has you returning to a situation, a relationship, or some expertise that you have experienced in the past and that you have many fond memories of. This could be something as a childhood friend, a coming of age experience, an early skill that you mastered, but moreover, it is the feeling of joy, pleasure, freedom, and a connection, deep connection with others that is marking this future experience, this holiday period for you. I'm going to clarify the Six of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, which is a repeat. Oh no, not a repeat. I'm sorry. Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So interesting. Everyone's been getting the Hierophant card. My sense is that this is about equalizing the relationships in your life. Recognizing that when you're in an environment in which you don't feel heard or you don't feel seen, that may be in part a reflection of the way that you structured or accepted this relationship or environment, that you were expected to comply, not to set standards or to master your work in a way that you're given credit for. This is what's coming to me. The Hierophant indicates that you've been in this position over and over again. This is a lesson that you are learning again, but one that you now have gotten it. You're now understanding that a relationship is not about pleasing the object of your devotion with the hope that it will come back to you. And if you extrapolate that to a work environment, it's not about someone handing you a job description and then many years later coming back to you and checking you off with the same checklist of criterion for success. You've moved far beyond that in this environment. You're the one setting standards and terms now. And this is something that is a newly gained skill, because it isn't done out of anger or pride. This is done based on the knowledge and experience you've gained in your work. I'm going to finish off this reading, Taurus, with a Soul's Journey Oracle card. And indecision is coming up. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. This is feeling very much like some lack of clarity around next steps as you are closing out one environment and transitioning into another. I hope this has been helpful to you, Taurus, and until next time, Namaste.